So I'm just trying to use the planer blade adjustment set. I think it worked. It's a lot of back and forth, a lot of test, a lot of test, a lot of test. But as I saw towards the end, I think it's close enough now. I hope it's close enough now. I don't plan on playing with it. Let's put it that way. I think those helped. It at least got it a lot closer than it was before without them. So I definitely think the planer knife setting jig with the magnets and stuff was useful. So this is the second blade that I did. Lighting up LCD screens is a pain. Alright, with some of the lights out and flashlight shining on it, you can see on this side, this says 0. Okay, and I bumped it and now it says -1. But it's basically 0. So if I move this down to this other side, and I'm not going to do this with one hand, that's 0.02. Now whether that's the exact center, goes from 6 to 2 to 3. All right, technically that's 2.5, because even though the reflections say I can't, there's a 2. Yeah, so that's 0.02. So that's 0.02 difference between 0.02 in woodworking should be fine. Okay, now if we switch to the other one, and that's assuming I get the blade in the same spot each time, which I'm not 100% sure I did. Let's see if I can get this with one hand. Okay, that's it. That's at 0 again. Okay, and that's the other blade. So if we go down here, that's at 1,000th. So the two blades, end to end and between each other, 2,000ths. I think 2,000ths is close enough. That's far, far closer than the 32nd I had before by a lot. So I think that's good enough. So I do think that these little suckers worked. I got them, I put them on there like that, tightened it, tried to make sure each one was the same height. That's the other thing, is I'm not 100% certain these are the same height between the two. So I tried to get it about centered so that this was tight and so that it doesn't rock when you push the two ends. Let's try the other one. In the center. Yeah. So I think they're really close. Well, obviously the fact that this is within 0.02 to me says it's really close. Even though it's hard to read with that. Oh, the lighting in here. The lighting is great for doing projects, but boy, is it annoying to try and video a LCD value. Yeah, so hopefully that's close enough. I think it is, so we're going to call it good. And here was the instructions. They must be indexed with them set. Make sure they're set the same. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't really follow that. I just tried to make sure that they were both set the same and they didn't rock. And that's... I did zero them both this way and then adjusted them like this. As close as I could anyway. Since I was finishing up the joiner projects, the other thing that was still left to do was add in some slants to get the sawdust to come over more to where it was grabbing it. So I put some cardboard in on 2 different angles, stapled it to the wood, and also taped all the edges. So hopefully that will keep the sawdust from getting clogged in behind, and it'll tend to slide down. And this was the area that was all clean before, so I think that should catch most everything. Again, if I'm doing a lot of this stuff, I can always check it once in a while and see, but the fact that this whole area is kept clear, even if it piles up here, it'll get caught and blown out, so I think that's all good.